Hi, I'm Jennifer,
And I'm Steven, and we are To Travel With.
helping you make the most of your vacation.
So, in this episode, we're going to talk about some of our must haves for your next cruise. And some of the things that we're going to go over are our favorites.
So, I'm going to start off with one of the things I know I've talked about this in other episodes that we've done, but this leather portfolio, every vacation that I take, I have this with me, especially with cruises. Um, they're pretty inexpensive, but this one I've had it for years. It holds up really well. I keep everything in this. Every document that we need, our passports, our vaccination cards now. I carry this, and it's easy. You just have everything right at your fingertips. So definitely helps with organization, with pre-planning. Fits in your carry-on, and I've got the link below. So
when you arrive at the port, some of the check stations are going to ask for all these documents. They're going to ask for one document. They're going to ask for 5 different documents. So having something like this is very handy to expedite, make your check-in faster.
And definitely when you have a lot of people traveling. So like we said, we have 8 kids. So when we're going somewhere with all of them, having everything together, it just makes my life so much easier. And since I'm typically the planner of our vacation, I certainly want to have everything at my fingertips. So definitely get something that can hold on to all your junk. The next thing that I like to have, especially with packing, are packing cubes. So these are the girly ones. Sorry, babe. But these are the pink ones. We also have gray and black ones, dependent upon who they're for. But this is the large size. I put everything in these, and it makes packing so much easier and unpacking, which I think is the biggest piece of this. It's a room saver. But when I'm on a trip, the first thing I want to do is get unpacked, get our room ready to go, and then go enjoy my vacation. So these allow me to just kind of throw everything in a drawer, keep it together so I'm not digging through and throwing things everywhere, but definitely get some packing cubes, and they are. The next thing that I love to have for cruises are actual magnets that you put on the walls. So cruise rooms are just giant metal boxes basically stacked on top of each other, and the walls, the ceilings, the doors, everything is metal. So we purchased these. I've had these actually for years, but I'm going to show you 2 different ones. These I bought because I thought, oh, they're so cute and tiny and that'll be easy to pack. These were horrible. They do not hold anything. I tried to put the lightest thing up on the wall and literally watched it just slide down the wall. So it does matter which magnets you get. Some are better than others. These are my favorites, and so I actually have bought them in bulk. We give them to the kids, we keep them in our room. I probably have 20 hooks hanging around the rooms, and because you use them for everything. Use them for wet swimsuits, you use them to hold up hats, you use them to put your like the itinerary, you put that on the wall, anything. We put them by the door and hold our lanyards. I particularly like these because 1, they are very strong and they even hold up beach bags, but 2, they swivel. So when I hang them on the ceiling, the hook moves. So I can hang it on the wall, I can hang it on the ceiling, and they're very, very sturdy. I'm going to link these in the blog below. So definitely get some magnets. They're worth the investment.
Well, speaking of lanyards, the next big item that we must have are these lanyards. So we bought these on Amazon. The idea is to secure this around your neck. It's more secure that way. These key cards that we put in there, they're tied to everything on the ship. They're tied to your, that's how you access your cabin. They're tied to your money. So keeping these out of your pocket and a safe place to not lose them. Kids, definitely for kids, because as you know, keeping a little 2-inch by 2-inch key card for a kid is almost impossible. So we keep these lanyards, just a very great idea.
You can buy those on the ship. They are a lot pricier though, so definitely one of those things you're going to want to pre-order.
Right.
You may already have them. So another item that I love, it's actually my newest find that I've started taking on trips. And this one, can you live without it? Sure, but why would you want to? This is a blow up pillow. I love this. I bought it for our last trip to try it out, and I only got one. And Steven, by the time we were done, was so jealous that he made me come home and actually order one for him. super easy. It was, I don't know if you saw me, but it was in its own pouch. It folds into its own pouch. You blow it up. It's soft. It's comfortable. It will fit around the back of the chair and hold itself in place, so you don't have to worry about it rolling away. This is one that's actually blown up. See, his and hers matching colors. Isn't that so cute? Another item you can buy actually with it, it is a separate purchase, but they're cooling gel inserts. So pop this in the freezer, pop it in a cooler in the fridge. It will fit in this handy little pocket right here, and then you've got a cold pillow. I use this everywhere. Like, I use it on the cruises, I use it on excursions, I use it at home. If we're just sitting out, I use it at the pool. Like, this thing has traveled with me. It washes in the washing machine. It's worth the money, so definitely check it out. So another one of the items that I'd love to take, and I know that I'm gonna get some pushback on this because it does take up precious packing room, but cruise ships will give you beach towels. All cruise ships offer them. We haven't been on one yet that didn't have their own specific beach towel.
You got to check them out.
Yes, that's the thing. You have to check these beach towels out with your key card, and if they aren't returned, they're going to charge you.
Yeah, by the time you check out, they're going to charge you.
It's like $25 a pop, and so
multiply that times 4 or 5 kids.
Right,
you got a big bill.
It happens. You can take them on excursions, you can take them off the ship, but our kids have misplaced some beach towels, and we've ended up paying for beautiful beach towels that I will never see. So, not to mention, they all look the same, and we like to be a little different because that's just how we roll. So I take these with me. These are from Marley Lily. If you're not familiar with that, it's a website that you can go to. It's really cute monogram stuff. But these are their beach towel chairs covers. They're really long. We're tall, so we like the fact that they cover the entire chair, but they also will fit over the back. I don't know if you can tell. They slide over the back of the chair. They're pretty thin. They are easy to pack. We take these everywhere, to the beach, to the pool, on cruises. They travel with us all over. However, that being said, I also will take these. I'm sure you've seen these. These are the towel clips. These are my favorite. You can get them on Amazon. They're really cheap and they work well. They keep your towel in place. Cruises are windy. If you've been up there.
The top deck is really breezy when you're having your sea day. That breeze is probably 30 miles an hour sometimes. So
it's easy.
Towels are going to be.
Towel clips are a must. There's a new thing that kind of has come out. We also have these. We've taken them. They're thinner. They're easier to use. But these are the little towel bands, so they're not bulky. They just fit around the towel and hold it in place. So also great, but definitely have something that's going to keep your towel in place. But like I said, we like the Marley Lily towel covers.
Yep. So the next must-have is a clear, waterproof cell phone pouch. I know cell phones now, the next generation or whatever, seem to be waterproof or water resistant at least, but having this with a lanyard attached can really save you when you're out there trying to get those nice beach scenes from out in the water. You drop your phone, it goes down 30 feet, and you got to go get it.
Or not get it.
Or not get it, yeah. So this is very, very handy. I think all of Jennifer's water videos were shot through this clear plastic. So that kind of tells you about some of the clarity that you're going to get. But it's very good condition, got a lanyard. So you're going to save your phone.
I think I've had this one for 4 years now. So they do float. You can buy, there's lots of different brands out there. I've linked some below that we personally use and have had great success with, but definitely worth it. And you do get some really good shots in the water. So even with that plastic cover, it's still pretty clear.
Yep.
So another item for us that's a must-have that we take on every single cruise. I know it's going to sound a little frivolous. You're like, why? But we always have to have door decor with us, simply because every line of hallways of rooms, they all start to look the same. You start getting confused, turned around when you're coming up different elevators, and it's just rows and rows of rooms, right? So we take door decor with us. Usually we're celebrating something a lot of times, whether it's a holiday,
Christmas, Halloween.
Right. This last trip we went on, it was actually celebrating our 2 of our boys' senior trips. So we do these little door decor pieces. You can get them on Amazon. I get them on Etsy. Just go to Etsy, search up, cruise magnets. They will make them. I'm not creative. Maybe you're creative and you can make this yourself. It's really easy. It's just a couple of magnets. But I love them because, like I said, it's festive, but it also allows us to actually see which door it belongs to us. It helps the kids identify where our doors are so they're not beating on somebody else's door at 10 o'clock at night. These are ones that we've taken on several cruises. These are the ones we did for the Boy Senior trip. It kind of had a little information about them. But like I said, you can make it fun. You can make it festive, but it really does serve a purpose. So absolutely, think about some door decor before you go. Next thing we always take with us, I would love to tell you that every beach that you're going to go to is white sand and very beautiful sand. They're not. Oftentimes the beaches
they're going to have rocks, they're going to have broken up seashells, glass.
Yeah, we had a nightmare excursion we went on where there was actually broken bottles of glass everywhere, which is a shame, but it does happen, especially your public beaches. So we actually, all of our kids, including us, we all have these shoes. And these are by Seekway. I got them on Amazon. They have held up really, really well through several cruises, through lots of excursions. They dry really quickly. I love them because the bottom is pretty thick. So some water shoes, they have really thin bottoms, and it serves a purpose. But if you're really walking on coral and rock and potential hazards, you're going to want something that it's not going to go through. So these are great. They're not heavy when they get wet, so you don't feel uncomfortable kicking.
You can actually swim in them.
Yeah, every beach we went to, we wore these, and like I said, they clean up really nicely when you're done. So highly recommend getting a good beach shoe.
Next item of must-haves is this travel safe. So the purpose of this is like when you go to the pool, you go to your excursion and maybe it's a beach snorkel day. The beauty of this is you put your items in there. All right, it's got a combination lock and it also has a key in case you want to put this around your wrist, but it wraps around the chair, the lounge chair, and it locks and keeps your things safe. I mean, it's a pretty sturdy, you'd probably need a pretty good bolt cutter, wire cutter, whatever to break through this. It's hard plastic. It's going to keep your items waterproof, but it's also going to keep them safe when you need them to get back on the ship.
Which we really, you don't want to go out swimming and constantly have to be looking at your stuff and worried about somebody taking stuff. And, we know things happen and things tend to wander off sometimes. So this usually makes me feel a little bit more comfortable with leaving, cash or cards or whatever we need to up by our stuff and not having to worry about that. So definitely, it is a little bulky, but worth taking on an excursion. So another really big thing for me is making sure our cabin rooms are organized and everything's kind of easy to get to. They're small, rooms are small on cruises. You don't spend a lot of time in them, so that's okay, but you want to make sure that you have everything organized and easy to get to. These over-the-door organizers are for us a must, and I have 3 different kinds that I use. I take this one. They fit in a suitcase pretty easily. They fold down. I've had this one for several cruises as well. It just holds all your stuff. It holds everything from suntan lotion to items that you just may need that you don't have room to just let them lay around. So these make it easy. All they do is clip on, hang on the back of your door. I put one on our door. I put one on the bathroom door, one on the closet door, and then actually, this is another one that we use. So just hangs up. Pretty inexpensive on Amazon. Easy access. But another thing that I use that I don't see a lot of people talk about, I actually like to carry this closet organizer. It hangs, it's the ones that hang, just the boxes. Cruises don't have a lot of drawer space. And this, it's like basically a drawer. I take that packing cube I was talking about, put it in there, and I've got, all my shorts in there, t-shirts in there, socks, underwear, whatever it is that you're wanting to get to, can each have its own cube, and it's like extra drawer space. So love taking all of that to keep us organized. Yep. The very last thing we're going to suggest is the Poo-Pourri. I don't know, we probably don't have to speak a lot about why it's important to have that, but I'll just say cruise ships are small.
Cruise ships are small.
You're in a tight
the
space.
rooms are small. The bathrooms are even smaller.
Yeah.
So a couple of sprays make for a happy couple.
found that Poo-Pourri has actually gotten a little bit pricier lately, just because it's so popular. So there are times that we will also bring Bath and Body Works sprays. Those work well too. And then in the kids' rooms, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes
Socks, swimsuits, and everything.
they're just funky.
After about 3 days, 4 days,
you don't want to go in there.
don't wanna
So
go in there.
it's nice to kind of just go in and spray and
ahead of time. Yep.
be a good roommate. So yeah, these are our top items that we like to take. I'm sure there are so many more that we'll talk about in other blogs, but you can see all of these listed below. Most of them you can get through Amazon. Like I said, I did talk a little bit about Marley Lily. That's a separate site. They have lots of cute stuff, so certainly check them out as well. And thanks for sitting with
Yep.
us.
Smooth sailing.
Have a great cruise.